रिकॉर्ड है। हाँ
वेलकम ओवर
जी नमस्कार, मेरा नाम नागेश है। सर मित्रों में आप सबका स्वागत है। ये मैगी है, ये अपूर्वा है, ये परी है, ये विनीता जी है, ये फकरी है, ये शशि है। बाकी भी 2-3 लोग हैं सर मित्रों में, बट वो भी है नहीं। हाँ, फादर टोनी है, फादर सही बात है। फादर मेलू है, अब्दुल है, कायम है, युगेंद्र जी है, युगवेंद्र जी है और श्रीकांत सर है। मेरे ख्याल से सबका इंट्रोडक्शन हमने कर दिया। ये एक कॉस्मिक वॉक इसे कहते हैं। ये लगभग 30 से 35 साल पहले अमेरिका में इसका एक डोमिनिकन सिस्टर है मरियम मेडेलस करके, उन्होंने इसकी शुरुआत की थी। ये उसका थोड़ा सा एक अलग सा वर्जन है जिसको हम लोगों ने यहाँ की परिस्थिति को लेके थोड़ा सा ट्वीकिंग किया है। बाकी ये हमारी और आपकी 13.8 बिलियन साल से अभी तक की कहानी है। ये अलग अलग इवेंट्स हैं जिस इवेंट्स के कारण हम वहाँ पहुँचे हैं जहाँ पे अभी हैं। और ये पूरा जो नरेशन है, मैं एक नरेशन करूँगा, लगभग 30 मिनट का नरेशन होगा वो, और साथ में मैगी हमारे जो एक एक करके एक एक बिंदु से आगे बढ़ेंगे। ये नरेशन इंग्लिश में होगा और इस पूरे नरेशन को तैयार करने के लिए काफ़ी सारे सोशियोलॉजिस्ट, साइंटिस्ट, a lot of different scholars from different genre came together in order to create this whole visual event. So one request would be to be meditative, observe the whole reality as it is, and after the narration is done, I'll go around the spiral ones, and then others can join in from the center and go out. So I'll start the narration now. This is a story of our big history, the story of the cosmos, the story of Earth, the story of human, elephant, mangrove, mountain, tiger, river, Tarumitra, the story of you and me. It is the narrative of one single integrated emergent activity, universe. In the beginning was the mystery. Through the mystery, all things came to be. Not one being had its emergence, but out of the mystery. Great emergence, Big Bang, 13.8 billion years ago. Out of the mysterious chaos, some 13.8 billion years ago, time, space and energy stabilized into the gift of existence. Our universe is born, hot and tiny. As the universe expands and cools, energy condenses into matter, subatomic particles, radical new beings with new powers. And they, in turn, transform into atoms of hydrogen and helium, new beings with new powers. Three hundred eighty thousand years later, the cosmic web emerges. The rapid expansion of the universe stretches out small fluctuations in the primal distribution of matter into gigantic filaments, drawing hydrogen and helium into the cosmic web, the primordial creator of all subsequent forms. 13.6 billion years ago, primal stars and galaxies emerged. Concentrated by the gravitational force of dark matter, these gaseous filaments collapse into clusters of enormous stars, wherein the stars are born, live, and die. As they live, stars transform their hydrogen and helium into heavy elements, carbon, oxygen, aluminum. Large stars in the death throes become supernovas, giving out to the cosmos the precious gifts of selenium, tungsten, uranium. These treasures will be gathered into bodies of future generations of stars and planets. Supernovas are the mothers of the universe, creating in their wombs the seeds of life. Birth, death, and resurrection rebirth are an ancient theme of the universe. The largest stars become black holes, beings with such enormous gravitational power that they shape the merger of star clusters into the giant galaxies we see today. Within these huge galaxies, the process of starlight and planet formation could proceed so that stars and planets rich in elements required for life could be brought from. $13 billion years ago, organic molecules synthesized in space. Within the interstellar dust, these chemical gifts of the supernova are nurtured into a great variety of molecules, components of the later emergence of life. Billion years ago, dark energy disperses matter. The gravitational repulsion of dark energy overcomes the gravitational attraction to matter. The universe starts to accelerate its expansion, drawing apart galaxies and galactic clusters. Therefore, galactic collisions decrease significantly, and life-producing spiral galaxies are spared further destruction. The residents of these galaxies are now safe to create planetary systems. .6 billion years ago, our grandmother star births the solar system. Our ancestral star gives herself into the transforming mystery of a supernova. Our sun, in a great disk of matter, all the planets and all other members of our solar system family emerge from the dispersed body of a grandmother star. .5 billion years ago, the Great Impact creates the Earth-Moon dance. For tens of millions of years, Earth sweeps around the Sun, gathering unto herself some of the dispersed body of a grandmother supernova, swelling as she does. Collisions great and small have kept Earth a churning molten mass. During this time, a Mars-sized planetoid crashes into Earth. Some of the outer layer of the molten Earth and the planetoid splash out into the Earth orbit, solidifying into Moon. Eventually, the Earth and Moon begin to cool. The relationship with each other and the Sun will choreograph the still to come dance of life. 3.8 billion years ago, life emerges. Cells invent photosynthesis. As the young molten Earth quiets and cools, an atmosphere begins to form. Then came the first rains, drenching the young planet and forming a covering the vast oceans. Within these newly formed oceans, a rich variety of chemicals gather together to birth the wonder of life. Earth comes alive and soon learns to eat the sun. Molten rock is now in the form of small bacteria. They learn to capture sun's photon and store the energy in chemical bonds. Doing this, they claim a new source of food, water, for the rapidly growing population. However, all their feastings liberates oxygen. Eventually, the atmosphere becomes oxidizing, the oxygen crisis threatening all life. .4 billion years ago, Earth's magnetic field deflects Sun's cosmic rays. The strengthening magnetic shield protects Earth's early atmosphere and oceans from being stripped away by Sun's energetic radiation. Life is guaranteed a home. .4 billion years ago. Symbiosis, oxygen-loving bacteria and the nucleated cell emerge. These tiny creatures invent respiration, breathing, and a new source of energy for Gaia, our mother. In the process, they also enter into communion with larger cells, thereby protecting them from oxygen. This communion leads to the nucleated cell, the basis for the evolution of all complex life. $1.3 billion years ago, fungi inherit the earth. Fungi were some of the first organisms to come on land. Mining minerals for nourishment, they were able to become the precursor to what would become soil. One billion years ago, sexual procreation emerged. Single one-celled organisms learn to share their genetic heritage and pass along a huge range of possibilities. $800 million years ago, death is invented. Multicellularity, animals emerge. Single-celled beings give up their immortality and enter into a great variety of novel relationships, creating multi-celled sexual beings. Later, life invents purposeful cell work to facilitate the growth of these multi-celled organisms and the flourishing of complex life. Death becomes a condition for creative life. $600 million years ago, ecosystems emerged and animals diversified. Multi-celled organisms begin to eat each other. Predator organisms arise, ones who have learned to use the complex biomolecules of neighboring organisms. They can now save their own genetic resources for the development of greater physical capabilities. Here begins the predator-prey dance that promotes the vast diversity of life we see today, such as the power of the tiger and the speed of the deer.